Now let us see the summary of this lesson. The story, The Gentleman of the Jungle by Jomo Kenyatta. Look here, the spelling here written Jomo, but in African accent, J is referred as Y in English literature. That's why it is not Jomo Kenyatta, it is Jomo Kenyatta. This one is a fable that satirizes the colonization of Africa by the European powers, which claim to be reforming the natives, while in reality they confine them because of their greed for expansion. The story can be described as an allegory because the writer uses animal figures to throw light on similar human situation. The word gentleman is ironically used to point out the usurpers are far from being gentlemanly. The story begins with the selfless act of man who allows the friend an elephant to put his trunk inside his hut. When there is heavy rain, but the elephant, instead of remaining grateful, encroaches upon the hut of the man and throws him out. When the wronged man starts arguing with the elephant, the confusion attracts many animals from the nearby jungle, including the Lion King, who is displeased that the peace of the jungle is disturbed by the misunderstanding between the man and the elephant. The elephant, one of the ministers of the king, pacifies the Lion King by assuring him that there is no threat to peace, but that he was having a discussion with his friend. The Lion King pleased that the man is a friend of the animals. He assures him that his hut is not lost to him and that he would get it back depending upon the findings of commission that would be appointed to look into the matter. The man who is initially happy at the fairness of the king is soon in for a shock as all members of the commission are animals and there is absolutely no representation from his side. But his protested his protest is silenced with the explanation that his kind is not educated enough to understand the intricacy of the jungle law. He is also told that these representatives have been specially chosen by God to carry out the work. The man is assured that these members of repute would be impartial in their judgment. But as the man had feared, the elephant succeeded at winning the case by deposing before the court the false idea that the man had asked the elephant to protect his hut from the hurricane at the time of the torrential rain. The elephant boastfully says that since the hurricane had gained access to the hut because of the empty space available, he had occupied the empty space and put it more economic use. Since the man had to admit that the undeveloped place had not been occupied by anyone else before the elephant had occupied it. The elephant's act is considered an act of kindness, and the man is ordered to build another hut at another place. The wronged man has no alternative but to build a new hut because he is afraid that the powerful animals of the commission would be cruel to him. However, the tale of O of the man does not end with the elephant. The next hut he built is taken by Mr. Rhinoceros, another animal on the commission, and the same verdict awaits the man. His lot is no better even after that because all the huts he built are usurped by other members of the commission, Mr. Buffalo, Mr. Leopard, and Mr. Hena. Finally, the man thinks of a plan. He builds a hut which is big enough to accommodate all the animals. As he had expected, all animals, including Mr. Lion, came to the hut, and soon there ensues a fight among all. Making use of the opportunity, the man set his hut on fire, and along with the hut, all animals gathered it are also dead. Thus, the man gets justice by taking law into his own hands. Although traditionally the act of man seems to be clever but immoral, we cannot be harsh upon him in our judgment. He acts as he does simply because he has no other way to get justice. Thank you, one and all, and write down the question as well as the answers.